So in today's Enlisted video, we're going to be talking about a heated topic within the Enlisted community, and that is spawn beacons. So in Enlisted, spawn beacons are really strong, and sometimes they are even the deciding factor of who will win that game. They, as well as, are very important to put down because it makes your team able to spawn closer to objectives, as well as getting flanks on enemies. So the issue with spawn beacons right now is whenever you spawn on a spawn beacon, you get invulnerability, which means you cannot be killed. So if you ever run up onto a spawn beacon and you have a whole enemy team to spawn there, or you have a 2 or 3 squads that spawn there, sometimes they will have invulnerability, and it makes it to where you cannot kill them, which is very annoying when it comes to Enlisted. So I have 2 solutions that I think will work. Solution 2 is a little bit out there, but I think with a little bit of tweaking and a little bit of love to it, I think it could be a pretty cool idea. So the first thing is I want to talk about why I think removing spawn protection completely is a very bad idea. So right now, if you remove spawn protection on spawn beacons, what will happen is you would have tanks run up to a spawn beacon and just lob HE every time a squad spawns in, as well as you would have people camping it with snipers, and you would have people camping it with LMGs. Because of this problem, you would have a bunch of people getting a lot of kills very cheaply, and some people who are regulars of Enlisted or maybe not play as much, or maybe not as good as the game, will not realize this and just keep dying over and over. And then they will not have fun with the game and quit playing the game. So removing spawn protection completely is a bad idea, but I think some of these solutions will make spawn protection a little bit better. So the first solution is, and most likely the solution that they will take whenever they fix the spawn beacon invulnerability, is to increase the range of enemies in the AO where the friendly team cannot respawn on the spawn beacon. So right now in Enlisted, as you're seeing in these clips, I had a spawn beacon that I was literally maybe 10 meters away from, and the enemy was still able to respawn. Now, in Enlisted, the spawn beacons kind of are finicky. I'm not really sure about this, but it feels like if you're not on the same level as a spawn beacon, it doesn't count as how far away you are. But I think this range needs to be increased. I'm not really sure what the range is right now because we don't have custom battles and it's really hard to test. But I think what needs to happen is radio beacons or spawn beacons need to have their range of not letting the enemy respawn, and that will fix a lot of issues. So my second solution is a little bit out there, but I think it's a better solution to this, because even though you increase the range of people cannot spawn there, you will still have situations of where the enemy will spawn there, you'll run into them and they'll have invulnerability, and you'll have situations of where it's not fair. So my second solution is to treat spawn beacons as capture points. And once you're in the spawn beacon's radius with infantry, you have like an imaginary capture point go ahead, and once that fills up, every enemy in that capture point or who has spawned in that capture point recently will now be a one shot, or not a one shot, be a a regular hit points. I think that's a better solution. The only problem I can think of this would be that you would have situations of where people would take one infantryman, know there's a spawn beacon somewhere, and go prone while their friend has LMGs. But as well as you could treat it as you have to have so many people on the capture point as well. So I think spawn beacons in Enlisted do need to change. They are super annoying whenever you come across them with enemies that keep respawning over and over, because it is very hard to get rid of that spawn beacon if they can do that. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.